The cultivation level of those mysterious individuals is obviously higher than the cat girl. Everstone Chen also realized it. This is another online novel routine where if you can't win, you go home and get married. Seeing cat girl being captured, Everstone Chen decided to step in to save him. Just saw 3 golden lights spreading out, separating cat girl and the mysterious person. Everstone Chen transformed into the avatar of justice. He said coldly, "Let go of that girl." Where did this nosy guy pop up from? Kid, I advise you to mind your own business. Everstone Chen spoke lightly. I will take care of this matter. Immediately, he used the pressure of celestial being to make the mysterious person cough up blood. Catgirl saw the savior and immediately rushed over. She hugged Everstone Chen's thigh and exclaimed, "Venerable, please save me!" In the previous episode, Everstone Chen easily subdued the mysterious person with a display of his power. Catgirl looked at him admiringly. Venerable is so powerful. Can Catty stay by your side to serve you, Venerable? Everstone Chen looked bewildered. Is she giving it away for free? Harem dramas are not as straightforward as you. The mysterious person also spoke up at this time, advising Everstone Chen not to get involved in this mess, so as to avoid getting into trouble. Everstone Chen calmly said, "Leave before I change my mind." The mysterious person obediently slipped away. Catgirl and Catty looked pleased. Luckily, I cleverly held onto their thigh. As long as I stay by their side, the experts on my father's side won't be able to do anything to me. Just thinking about it. She immediately hugged Everstone Chen. Venerable saved Catty. In life, I am your cat. In death, I am your ghost. Everstone Chen, with a shocked expression, pushed her away. I have no plans to have a cat at the moment. Little did they know, Catty put on a charming appearance. If you don't want to raise a cat, you can always raise a wife. Venerable, please, take me with you. Everstone Chen thought to himself. Ghost Prefecture has such a complex terrain. I do need someone to guide me. So he agreed. The two of them flew up into the sky and left this place. However, Catty did not notice that she had dropped a string of bracelets. Not long after the two people left, a monk picked up the string of bracelets. He smelled the scent of the bracelets. He spoke confidently. Miss Catty, you can't escape. At this moment, the two who were already targeted arrived at Ghost Prefecture Midterm City. The two walked in the market. Everstone Chen felt emotional in his heart. This lively atmosphere, he hadn't experienced it in a long time. If he wants to expand Invincible Domain to here, it would probably cost tens of millions in domain value. Everstone Chen is distracted. He accidentally collided with a person walking towards him. The person immediately spurted blood from his mouth. Everstone Chen looked excited. Damn, he actually encountered a scammer. Catty kindly reminded. Venerable, can you lower your cultivation level a bit? He was overwhelmed by the pressure you emitted. Everstone Chen suddenly realized. He immediately suppressed the cultivation level of celestial being to the golden core stage, intending to teach that person a lesson. Little did he know that the person immediately ran away. This made Everstone Chen sigh. The physical strength of Ghost Prefecture cultivators is really good. Being bumped by a celestial being and still able to run so fast. After a little interlude, the two continued shopping. Everstone suddenly remembered something and asked Catty, "Why were those people chasing you?" Catty let out a long sigh. "My father insisted that I marry a monk. The wedding date is approaching. So I ran away. I have been hiding in Middle Prefecture for several years. I'm really pitiful," Catty said with tears and snot. She was saying in her heart, "I have established the image of being cute and helpless. Venerable is probably already overwhelmed with love. Come on! Hurry and take care of this beautiful flower." In reality, Everstone Chen was actually thinking about dealing with a troublesome girl. Should he just leave her? By the way, Catty, aren't you afraid that your fiancé will catch up with you? Based on my many years of reading romance novels, it's usually a case of she runs, he chases, she grows wings, but finds it hard to fly. Catty firmly said. It's impossible. He is the Buddha's son and cannot leave Futian Temple. And even if he chases after me, isn't there still Venerable? You saved me. Round it up, I'm your wife now. You wouldn't let your wife be in danger, right? When the two of them were deeply in love. Purple light enveloped the two of them. Then a monk walked slowly over. Long time no see. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. The monk who kidnapped the girl by force. He actually is the reincarnation of the Buddha's son. Just now, the two of them were surrounded by the 18 arhats. Catty's fiancé, Jian Qian, with a kind expression, spoke up. Miss Catty, our wedding date is approaching. I have come specifically to bring you home. By the way, your father is now at Futian Temple. Don't you want to see him? As soon as the words fell, a crowd of onlookers quickly gathered around. Two men fighting over a woman. This is going to be interesting. Catty couldn't help but curse out loud. You are truly despicable. I can go with you. But you are not allowed to harm my father and friends. Jian Qian smirked triumphantly. All right. You come over here first. Catty walked towards Jian Qian with a grievance. Ding! Everstone Chen suddenly received a system upgrade. Detected reincarnation of Mount Meru's Buddha child. He has been searching for a way to break through the Immortal King stage. He calculated that in this life, Catty is the chosen girl and possesses great luck. As long as he seizes the luck on Catty's body, he can break through the Immortal King stage in one fell swoop, as the system has predicted that Jian Qian will be able to break through the Immortal King stage soon. Everstone Chen immediately understood. It seems that things may take a turn for the worse for Catty this time. Thinking of this, he grabbed Catty's shoulder. Sorry, he belongs to me now. I refuse to hand him over to you. With these words spoken, the bystanders cheered one after another. So headstrong. Young man, I advise you to take care of yourself. Here's a song. You're cool. For you. Jian Qian is really angry. There's no room for you to speak with just a small golden core here. Catty is also very anxious. Venerable, what are you doing? Jian Qian and the 18 arhats he brought are all at the nascent soul pinnacle cultivation level, and when they combine forces, they can produce formidable weapons comparable to those of divine transformation. Why are you provoking them? Everstone Chen lightly responded. So what? In my opinion, they are all just rubbish. He's just acting all tough. Indeed, everyone is not buying it. They mockingly started to ridicule Everstone Chen Jian Qian. Since you seek death, I will grant your wish. 18 arhats immediately took up attacking positions. Now kill him for me. With Jian Qian's command, the 18 arhats pounced on Everstone Chen like released tigers. Everstone Chen remained calm and composed. He slowly took steps forward, without any flashy moves. He simply killed with each step. Everyone present was shocked. After Everstone Chen took his final step, he said cynically, Is that all? Catty, who was hiding behind Everstone Chen, was excited at this moment. Venerable is indeed a hidden big shot. With him here, we can overcome this crisis. Jian Qian's expression also became serious. You actually hide your strength. Stay calm, I have this treasure. Even if he is a celestial being, I am not afraid. Kid, go to hell. Jian Qian threw out a begging bowl. This is a celestial rank artifact from the celestial realm that can subdue all monsters and demons. I don't believe you can handle it. But unexpectedly, the begging bowl was caught by Everstone Chen with one hand. This thing is really useful. The surrounding silence in a sudden moment is terrifying. Damn thing. You have successfully angered me. Jian Qian is really angry. He revealed his true form. He used Buddha's palm against Everstone Chen. Everstone Chen smiled faintly, dabbling in mere trifles, and daring to show off in front of an expert. Behold my mighty heavenly dragon. A golden long suddenly appeared and mercilessly attacked Jian Qian. Jian Qian was no match. His body had already begun to dissipate. It's frustrating. I was just one step away from reaching the celestial being stage. As Jianqian finished his last words, he also turned into Everstone Chen's 1,200 domain value. Damn. This is too amazing. Everyone is stunned. Everstone Chen never dreamed of this. He was traveling in Ghost Prefecture by himself. His house was actually stolen by someone. Just happened. After Everstone Chen defeated Jianqian, he couldn't wait to open the system. He saw tens of thousands of domain value again. Everstone Chen was excited. It seems that he will embody the role of a justice messenger more in the future. By then, he won't have to worry about beautiful women and domain value. Everstone Chen was thinking that he still had important matters to attend to. He immediately became serious again. Caddy, I've helped you solve your trouble. Shouldn't you help me in return? It's not really troublesome. That spaceship is flying to Cloud Prefecture, right? Help me board that ship. Everstone Chen walked and thought at the same time. He had to hurry to Cloud Prefecture. Zia Serpent conveyed that the old man was being chased by the prominent families of Cloud Prefecture. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen to him. Caddy caught up from behind. She jumped on Everstone Chen in one go. Don't worry, Venerable. It's just a small matter. The Celestial Being Temple on the other side. Some shy sounds came from Everstone Chen's room. Bella Linger looked worriedly at the room. After a moment, Red Robe and Luna White emerged from the room, sweating profusely. Bella Linger said discontentedly, "It's been several hours already. It's my turn now. You're not allowed to compete with me." Just as Bella Linger finished speaking, a powerful celestial being overbearing aura enveloped the surroundings. Luna White Beauty looked at the sky with lingering fear. The terrifying overbearing aura seems to herald an ominous visitor. And Master of Nine Blades Sexillispeak Linger also sensed it. Another visitor has descended from the celestial realm. This time their target is Venerable. Upon hearing this, the disciples immediately requested to join the battle and help Venerable. Shortly after, Sillispeak Linger flew with the elders to Celestial Being Temple. Sora Ning stood on the mountain peak at this time. She looked at the imposing celestial aura in the distance. He also immediately understood. It was someone from the celestial realm visiting again. The clansman hurriedly asked, "Nana, what should we do?" Sora Ning frowned slightly and said, "Don't panic. This time, the celestial being descending to the mortal realm should be aiming for the Venerable. But since my ancient heavenly fox has now pledged allegiance to the Venerable, I will naturally provide full assistance. But this time, the celestial being is obviously stronger than the 12 celestial generals. It may even surpass the Venerable. The members of the nascent soul stage are willing to help the Venerable follow me." Sora Ning and several members are transforming into golden light and flying towards the celestial being temple. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal has already arrived at the Celestial Being Temple at this moment. He spoke softly. "Is this the place where the Celestial Generals fell? It doesn't seem particularly remarkable." Bella Linger angrily shouted, "Who are you? The little girl dares to speak to me like this." Azure-haired Ghost Immortal is clearly somewhat displeased. He reached out his finger. With a swoosh, countless bloodthirsty auras enveloped the three of them. Bella Linger quickly took out the divine sword and cut off the bloodthirsty auras. "There is no room for you, the evil spirit, to run wild here." Azure-haired Ghost Immortal was excited when he saw the divine sword. If the sword were in Everstone Chen's hands, I might not be able to deal with him. But now, well. Come over here. Bella Linger was instantly sucked away by a strong force. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal easily captured Bella Linger and smirked wickedly. "This sword is mine now." Bella Linger raised the divine sword with great effort. "This was given to me by my Sherfu. You will not take it away." Bella Linger seems to want to resist. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal is very angry. He wants to die and fulfill you. Sora Ning never dreamed of it. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal is coming this time. This is actually a test given to him by Everstone Chen. Just now, Bella Linger was caught by Ghost Immortal, seeing that her life was hanging by a thread. Red Robe and Luna White Beauty immediately cast a spell to attack, but hitting Ghost Immortal was like scraping a Shah. However, Red Robe also saved Bella Linger by doing so. Ghost Immortal watched as Luna White Beauty attacked towards him. Ghost Immortal sneered. "Let this immortal teach you what kind of attack is effective." In an instant, Luna White Beauty felt like the air had solidified. She was heavily pressed down by an inexplicable force. Coughing up a mouthful of blood, Ghost Immortal walked towards Luna White Beauty. "I'll eat you first. Then I'll eat Everstone Chen," he said at that moment. A long tail forced Ghost Immortal to retreat. Sora Ning and the crowd from Nine Blades sect finally arrived. Sillaspeak Linger looked at the injured Bella Linger and asked in confusion, "Why is it only you guys here? Where is Venerable?" Bella Linger weakly spoke. "Cherfu controlled his clone to go out. His main body is in deep sleep." Sillaspeak Linger's expression became serious upon hearing this. "Venerable is not here. How can we defeat them?" At this time, Sora Ning spoke up. "Red Robe helped the injured person to retreat. Additionally, you must awaken Venerable. We can't hold on much longer. Fellow Taoists of the Nine Blades sect, lend me a hand." After giving instructions, Sora Ning led the group towards Ghost Immortal. Ghost Immortal sneered contemptuously. "A group of ants." Suddenly, his blood chi exploded all over his body. The crowd was unable to dodge in time, and was fiercely struck. Everyone was coughing out blood for a moment. Everyone obviously suffered serious injuries. In the past, when celestial being descended to the mortal world, all powers would be suppressed by the cosmic laws. With my divine transformation cultivation level, even if I am not able to beat him, I should still be able to hold my ground for a while. However, in front of him, I was unexpectedly powerless to fight back. Could he be an immortal defeating entity? Sora Ning wondered suspiciously. Ghost Immortal has already approached Luna White Beauty. He tied up Luna White Beauty with a rope. And then he lifted her up. Everstone Chen hasn't shown up despite all this beating. Could it be that he's scared? In that case, I'll eat you all first, and then go after him. Ghost Immortal opened its big blood-filled mouth, and was about to swallow Luna White Beauty. He suddenly realized something was wrong. These ants usually run away as soon as they see me coming. How can they have the courage to confront me? Could it be a trick by Everstone Chen? He must be planning to ambush me. After some mental imagery of Ghost Immortal, he smugly spoke up. "I know Everstone Chen is hiding in the dark. You go and call him out. Otherwise, I will eat her in front of you piece by piece." When everyone was at a loss, Luna White Beauty suddenly shouted, "No one is allowed to go. I have already pledged my allegiance to Venerable as the ancient heavenly fox. I would rather die than betray Venerable." Sora Ning also risked it all to save Luna White Beauty. "Sir, I am at the divine transformation stage. You should target me instead of targeting her, a nascent soul stage little demon." Seeing the anxious expressions of everyone, Ghost Immortal became more convinced of his speculation. It's indeed a trap. Everstone Chen, if you don't show up now, he will be in danger. Ghost Immortal moved as if to bite Luna White Beauty's neck. And Luna White Beauty knew she was doomed. In order to avoid implicating Everstone Chen and the others, she was going to self-destruct. "Venerable, see you in the next life." Luna White Beauty slowly closed her eyes. Suddenly a loud bang. A series of golden lights struck Ghost Immortal. At this moment, Luna White Beauty only felt a familiar aura emerging. The next second, he was already in the arms of Everstone Chen. "I'm sorry. I'm late." In the previous episode, Celestial Being Temple encountered an attack by azure-haired Ghost Immortal. Everyone was powerless to defend themselves. At the very moment when Luna White Beauty's life was hanging by a thread, Everstone Chen appeared and saved Luna White Beauty just a second before. Everstone Chen is still hanging out with Caddy in Ghost Prefecture, completely unaware that Celestial Being Temple is under attack. But with a beep, the system prompt sounds. It detects the followers that are bound to the host in potential life-threatening danger. Host's life is detected to be threatened. Fortunately, I came back in time. Otherwise, Luna White Beauty would have been in danger. He looked at Luna White Beauty with blood flowing from the corners of his mouth. Everstone Chen gently comforted. Don't be afraid. I am here. Have a good rest. You all have worked hard. Leave it to me next. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal was very unhappy with Everstone Chen's casual attitude. He roared and charged forward. Everstone Chen dodged and grabbed his hair. Next comes everyone's favorite move, the lightning 5-hit combo. After a while, Everstone Chen also started to feel a bit tired. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal became even more furious after being insulted. He unleashed his most powerful spell. But he was still attacked fiercely by Everstone Chen. Why do I have no resistance at all in his hands as fellow immortal defeating entities? I must stay calm. Find the loophole. He loosened up, that's now. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal launched a deadly strike. But waiting for him was Everstone Chen's sandbag-sized fist. With a bang, the azure-haired Ghost Immortal was hammered down and sent flying. At this moment, everyone's minds are shaken. The renowned immortal defeating entity appears, as weak as a child in front of Venerable. And Everstone Chen is standing in the flower bushes at this moment. He began using the awakening of all things to refine the flowers and plants around him into golden cores that you like to eat. Then I'll let you have your fill. Everstone Chen forcibly fed the golden core to azure-haired Ghost Immortal, who also greedily devoured it without any reservations. You dare to give me such a powerful spiritual herb with abundant spiritual energy. Once I break through, you're as good as dead. However, what azure-haired Ghost Immortal doesn't know is that Everstone Chen intends to help him break through. This way, he will gain more domain value. I don't know if the cultivation level forcibly elevated by the golden core will be recognized by the system. With a loud bang, the heavenly thunder appeared. When seeing the figure of Everstone Chen, it wanted to cry without tears. It's sinful, it's you again. Everyone looking at the appearance of heavenly thunder felt incredulous. Venerable, what are you up to? You actually want to enhance his cultivation level thunder tribulation to deal with it twice. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal has successfully made a breakthrough, reaching the 2-layer stage. I still need to keep eating. I still need to break through. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal's belly is almost bursting, yet he continues to devour golden cores. I must break through. Otherwise I will die. Everstone Chen is looking at azure-haired Ghost Immortal, who shows no signs of a breakthrough. He opened his mouth lightly. Is this the peak? He then snapped his fingers. Then you can go die. Azure-haired Ghost Immortal immediately exploded. Everstone Chen also gained 300,000 domain value. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. He returned to save the fire himself. Caddy actually sold herself. Just now, Everstone Chen killed azure-haired Ghost Immortal. He looked at the people who came to help at the risk of their lives. Everstone Chen generously bestowed Immortal Dan pills. When everyone took the Immortal Dan pills, their injuries immediately healed. A sense of joy of rebirth after disaster spread instantly. Everstone Chen looked at the crowd embracing each other. He thought to himself, the celestial realm occasionally sends 1 or 2 celestial beings to the mortal world, but passively enduring being beaten is not a solution. If I can expand the Invincible Domain and guide various cultivators from the 10-mile mountains to come in and cultivate, then I can obtain a continuous stream of domain value. However, the cultivators who enter the Invincible Domain to cultivate, they must pass the moral test just like Sora Ning in order to enter. Otherwise, this would cause significant trouble. Previously, the ancient fox race submitting to me was mostly out of fear. I am not certain if he is loyal to me. But this time, he led his people to help resolve the difficulties at the Celestial Being Temple. It is evident that he is a trustworthy person. Everstone Chen was thinking of using all his domain to expand the range of the Invincible Domain. The Invincible Domain finally covered the Ascended Mountain, and Everstone Chen also gained the title of Sovereign of the Ascended Mountain, and obtained a key to the mythical secret booklet. When Everstone Chen got this thing, he was a bit confused. This small thing looks quite unique. Shortly after, Everstone Chen upgraded the system again. A few seconds later, the system was upgraded to version 4.0. Everstone Chen also gained the full special effects function. Let me study the new features later. Now he has one very important thing to do. In the next few hours, Everstone Chen began brainwashing Silispeak Linger and Sora Ning, successfully persuading the Nine Blades sect and ancient heavenly fox race to cultivate at the Ascended Mountain. Everstone Chen also accomplished lying down. He can realize the dream of earning domain value. The things here have finally been taken care of. It's time to go back and take a look, Everstone Chen thought, slowly closing his eyes. But as soon as he took a step forward, the trio of beautiful women surrounded him. The following scene is not pleasant. Skip. Everstone Chen returned to his clone. Then a pair of beautiful legs came into view. What's going on? Where am I? Everstone Chen was completely confused. Didn't I go to the pier with Caddy? Where is Caddy? The beauty next to him replied, Take care of yourself first. Soon we will become a family. Everstone Chen immediately realized it. I was actually sold out by a cat. As a dazzling white light shone upon Everstone Chen found out. He found himself transported to a scene of battle. He was thrown rudely to the ground by the beautiful lady. You all better behave yourselves, and don't think about escaping. Otherwise, you will have a hard time. Before leaving, the beautiful lady didn't forget to threaten and say, Everstone Chen won't listen to them. He directly snapped the rope. Where is this place? Everstone Chen asked solemnly. The man in purple saw that Everstone Chen had some skills. He immediately respectfully replied, Brother, this is the competition venue of the Heavenly Fragrance sect. We were all captured and brought here. The red-haired man next to me also said, Heavenly Fragrance sect is the top sect in Ghost Prefecture. Every year, they capture a group of high-quality males as rewards for the competition. Everstone Chen was a bit speechless. Isn't this just like the daughter country in the immortal cultivation world? And the man in purple was somewhat fearful. It would be fine if everyone was as beautiful as heavenly fairies. But there are women in this sect who look like men. Everstone Chen never dreamed of it. He is actually getting married himself. And he is getting married to a stranger girl. Just now, Everstone Chen was sold to the Heavenly Fragrance sect by Caddy. He struggled free from the ropes, and was planning to go find Caddy to confront her. Caddy appeared. Return venerable to me, without any surprises. Caddy was kicked away. Though Everstone Chen was speechless, she also understood that I was really kidnapped here. Forget it. I'll just meet up with Caddy first. Everstone Chen was about to leave. There was a sudden exclamation behind him. What a beautiful lady. There's a beauty. Everstone Chen immediately turned around, only to see Silvara Jiang standing gracefully in the center of the square. Wow, so stunning. I suddenly don't feel like leaving. The host then spoke up. Disciples, Sect Master has prepared high-quality male cultivators for you as the winners of this martial arts competition. You will need to choose one of these 3 male cultivators as your Tao companion after hearing this. The expressions of the 3 people immediately froze. Choose only one person. As the top male god of Ghost Prefecture, it should be me. The man in purple clothes boasted. Red hair is not willing to show weakness either. Although I am not as handsome as you, I'm really good at the art of feng shui. Beauty Jiang will definitely choose me. Upon hearing this, Everstone Chen secretly pondered. Should I eliminate them both? When the 3 were secretly sizing each other up. The battle in the center of the plaza has entered a fierce stage. Silvara Jiang emerges from the group of female cultivators. This provokes continuous screams from the 3-person group on the platform. Go wife! I love you! But on the other side, Flora also emerges like a fierce tiger. Unstoppable momentum. The three of them were so frightened that their souls were not at peace. Someone, come and stop her quickly. Some people behind are unhappy. You juniors. You really don't know the charm of a mature woman when you're young. Mistakenly treating a young girl as a treasure. It's your good fortune that we wife master are interested in you. That's right. The people beside me also echo that my wife master at home is wealthy and extremely fierce in bed. How can those female cultivators compare? Hearing this, Everstone Chen showed a look of disdain. So what if I like young girls? The trio of lean and skinny displeased. You kids sure are tough talking. This is Silvara Zhang's first time participating in the martial arts competition. How can she defeat my wife master? Just wait for him to arrive and settle this argument. Flora and Silvara Zhang faced off. Flora first used his famous move, embracing Kunlun with both hands. In an instant, a golden disc pressed toward Silvara Zhang. And Silvara Zhang also unleashed his ultimate move. 9 swallows of divine water. With a loud bang, a huge explosion occurred in the sky, under the tense gaze of the crowd. Silvara Zhang's jade-like feet slowly touched the ground. She looked at Flora, who was unconscious on the ground. Silvara Zhang spoke softly. Senior sister accepted the position of Silvere, the leader of this generation. The host then stepped forward. He asked Silvara Zhang to choose a Dao companion from among the 3 people. I'll choose him then, following Silvara Zhang's direction. The man in purple immediately became extremely excited. Oh my God! God bless. Everstone Chen and Hung Mao let out a long sigh. In the end, it's all about losing in terms of looks. I'm sorry about that. I just pointed to the wrong person. The person I want to marry is him, Silvara Zhang suddenly said. Her comeback caught Everstone Chen off guard. And Caddy below was indeed stunned. Venerable, I have caused you to lose your chastity. I'm sorry. Everstone Chen never even dreamed of it. Being a matchmaker can actually unlock new missions. Just now, Silvara Zhang won the game. She chose Everstone Chen as her Dao companion, who was then cheered amidst a burst of cheers. He was sent into the bridal chamber by the crowd. Looking at the room full of joy, Everstone Chen felt a sense of bewilderment. How did he end up getting married out of the blue? Indeed, it's true that heroes often face challenges from beautiful women. If only he had run away from the start, it would have been better. At this point, the system suddenly popped up, detecting the host being trapped in a wholesome novel event as a golden core stage cultivator. What does this mean? Everstone Chen was a bit confused. The system continued to explain that Silvara Zhang, in order to rejuvenate her family, participated in a martial arts competition at the Heavenly Fragrance sect and became the leader. She obtained the qualification to attend the grand event in Cloud Prefecture at the Nian provinces. She understood that only by standing out from the talented competitors in the Nian province's Heavenly Pride competition could she hope to revive her family without relying on power and connections. On the way to the Nian provinces, they were surrounded by attacks from evil cultivators. They barely escaped and arrived at Cloud Prefecture, participating in the Nian province's grand event as scheduled. As the grand event progressed, Silvara Zhang unexpectedly met the son of an acquaintance of her ancestors. In order to establish a good relationship with the Jiang family, Silvara Zhang became friends with him. But she was deceived by him. During the Tianju challenge, she took a Dan pill that could temporarily boost her cultivation level, breaking the rules of the competition. Since then, Silvara Zhang's reputation plummeted. She was despised and rejected by others. She even fell victim to the son of an old acquaintance, who caused her to lose her cultivation level and be given as a slave girl to the master of Cloud Prefecture. In the end, Silvara Zhang, unable to bear the humiliation, chose to commit suicide. Her body was left abandoned in the wilderness. Everstone Chen looked at these scenes with some confusion. Is this the function of version 4.0? Indeed powerful. But is this Silvara Zhang's future? It seems a bit too sad. Everstone Chen thought to himself. Suddenly, with a ding, a temporary task was detected. Random Task 1. Help Silvara Jiang become the #1 talent in the Nian provinces. Be the man behind him. Completion reward, 50,000 domain value. Failure results in a deduction of 10,000 domain value. Random Task 2. The Celestial Maiden has incarnated. Establish contact with the Celestial Maiden and exchange information. Completion reward, 5,000 domain value. Failure results in a deduction of 20,000 domain value. Random Task 3. Stage a comeback with a Golden Core cultivation level. Dominate the Nian provinces gathering. Obtain the 9 provinces cauldron to become the ruler of the Nian provinces. Completion reward, qualification to upgrade to version 5.0. Everstone Chen was speechless for a while. He couldn't believe they were going to deduct my domain value. Fortunately, these tasks don't seem too difficult. Let's just take all of them. After Everstone Chen agreed, he laid down on the bed. Then he awaited the return of the girl. The two of us had a deep conversation. Everstone Chen was lost in beautiful thoughts. He fell asleep shortly after. The next day dawned. Everstone Chen woke up from a dream and found that Jiang girl had not returned all night. Oh my god, I hope I wasn't stood up. This Jiang girl is really an ice beauty. I have to find a way to get close to her. How can I become the man behind her? Everstone Chen never dreamed. He was actually looked down upon by a group of girls. They said he was not good enough. Just now, Everstone Chen pushed open the door of the room. A group of girls immediately surrounded him. Handsome guy. Are you incapable? Silvara is really pitiful. She married a man who is neither good-looking nor useful. How can she bear it? Everstone Chen immediately retorted. Who told you that I am incapable? I'm perfectly fine. The girl responded. Of course, it is Silvara, the girl. Junior sister has already boarded the flying boat to Cloud Prefecture. You have been abandoned. Upon hearing this, Everstone Chen immediately rushed to the pier. Silvara Jiang, you not only stood me up, but also tarnished my reputation. Watch how I deal with you. Hold on a moment. Everstone Chen has already arrived at the dock. Looking at this behemoth flying ship, Everstone Chen not only sighed. It's really huge. At this time, Silvara Jiang's voice came from behind. Everstone Chen turned around, only to see Silvara Jiang standing coldly on the wooden stairs. Husband, how come you're here? The sound of husband made Everstone Chen's heart bloom. All the anger disappeared, and he immediately smiled and said, Wife, can I go with you to Cloud Prefecture? Silvara Jiang was somewhat displeased. This trip is of great significance. The senior sisters are all working hard to prepare for battle. Silvara Jiang hasn't finished speaking yet. Flora's behavior made the atmosphere at the scene very awkward. Beauties, bring your men with you. It will be very lonely on the road. If I don't bring one, I don't seem to fit in. Silvara Jiang sighed. Forget it. You come with me. Everstone Chen immediately followed. Later, everyone embarked on the journey to Cloud Prefecture. In a room on the flying boat, Heavenly Fragrance Sect Master Blasora Su is giving a lecture. You all had a good time last night. Silvara Jiang respectfully replied. Reporting to the Sect Master, I have not dared to neglect the matter of cultivating towards saintliness. As for joy between men and women, Silvara feels it is still too early. Blasora Su blew out 2 smoke rings. Still unable to loosen up, huh? Well, someday you will understand the benefits of dual cultivation on your own. Later, Blasora Su heavily pounded on the armrest of the wooden chair. This time, attending the grand event in Cloud Prefecture. Everyone cheer up. I won't intervene on this journey unless it's a matter of life and death. You have to deal with the minor issues on your own. When necessary, those things that hinder progress can be abandoned. As he spoke, Blasora Su also glanced at Everstone Chen. And Everstone Chen smiled with narrowed eyes. Thank you, I've been enlightened again. Shortly after, Blasora Su walked out of the room. He had just left when Everstone Chen and Blossora Su were then targeted by everyone. Cloud Prefecture event hosted by Silver A Junior Sister. The cultivators attending are all at least at the nascent soul stage cultivation level. Since you are bringing a Tao companion at the Golden Core stage, please take good care of them. Don't cause any trouble for our heavenly fragrance sect. That's right. Junior Sister is indeed bold, just bringing the Tao companion at the Golden Core stage like this. Another Junior Sister also agreed. Silvara Jiang coldly replied, "It's my own business. You don't need to worry about it." The two of them walked towards the room. Silvara Jiang couldn't help but remind, "You just heard it too. When we arrive at Cloud Prefecture, you must stay close to me. Don't cause trouble for me. Otherwise, I won't be able to protect you." Everstone Chen immediately reassured her. "Don't worry, my lady. I will stay by your side every step of the way." Everstone Chen couldn't have dreamed of it. He almost became a eunuch. Just now, Everstone Chen followed Silvara Jiang into the room. He was originally thinking of something happening between him and Silvara Jiang. But he never expected that for these 3 days, Silvara Jiang had been diligently cultivating the Everstone Chen in secret. Truly a cultivation maniac. Everstone Chen immediately had the system perform a detection on Silvara Jiang. Silvara Jiang's cultivate aptitude is 7 rank. Everstone Chen was somewhat surprised. She actually has a higher starting point than Red Robe. In order for her to stand out at the Nian Province's event, I must increase her qualifications. Fortunately, this time I brought the talisman versions of the awakening of all things and the true secrets of the immortal path. It shouldn't be difficult to enhance her qualifications, Everstone Chen thought. Silvara Jiang stumbled and fell to the ground. She was panting heavily. Everstone Chen immediately walked up with a smile and said, "Madam, tired, huh? How about we do something fun?" Silvara Jiang immediately and firmly refused. "I will not do that with you." Everstone Chen was a bit speechless, saying, "That's not what I meant." He then reached into his chest and said, "Darling, let me show you a treasure that can enhance your aptitude." He must be trying to act like a hooligan. Silvara Jiang's face immediately turned red. The moment Everstone Chen took out the talisman, she covered her eyes with one hand. Her other hand drew a knife and chopped towards Everstone Chen's precious item. Everstone Chen was frightened and uncertain. Luckily, I reacted quickly. Otherwise, I would have really become a eunuch. "Madam, I just wanted to show you a talisman. These 2 talismans can enhance your aptitude." Silvara Jiang realized her mistake and somewhat embarrassedly replied, "So that's how it is. But as far as I know, talismans only have 3 effects: offense, defense, and support. To enhance aptitude, only celestial rank talismans can achieve that, right?" Everstone Chen immediately nodded. "Yes, these 2 talismans are indeed the celestial rank talismans passed down by my ancestors. Everyone who has used them speaks highly of them." Silvara Jiang obviously didn't believe Everstone Chen's words. He lightly said, "Even if it was passed down from your ancestors, it must be extremely precious. Why would it be easily handed over to you? You are only at the Golden Core stage now. Aren't you afraid of it being stolen?" Everstone Chen was momentarily speechless. Silvara Jiang walked towards the door. Furthermore, relying solely on a talisman to change one's aptitude, how could there be such a miraculous existence in the world? "All right, I will continue to cultivate." Just as Silvara Jiang finished speaking, Everstone Chen quickly stepped in front of Silvara Jiang. He moved as swift as lightning, catching others off guard. He placed the talisman on Silvara Jiang's forehead. Silvara Jiang was somewhat surprised. She was about to scold Everstone Chen. Suddenly, a surge of energy rushed into her body. She was stunned by what was happening. Everstone Chen urged, "Don't be dazed. Quickly absorb the life essence." Silvara Jiang immediately sat cross-legged, absorbing the life essence on the talisman. She was profoundly shocked. Not only have my meridians been expanded to more than twice their original size, but my blood vessels have also been completely opened up one by one. This talisman is really extraordinary.